Hi everybody, it's Deborah at Boys and Girls Club, back for another fun yoga session for you guys today. So maybe you remember if you've had class with me before, this is my quiet signal and my signal to let us know that our session is beginning. So if you have a yoga mat, you want to bring that with you to the class, or a towel, or if you're comfortable, you can work on a rug or another nice flat surface. So whatever surface you're working on, I'd like you to go to that surface now and bring yourself to the position of Sukhasana, or easy pose, or you can call it just press applesauce. We're going to take a few breaths together today, and that'll help us get centered and ready to begin our session. So I'd like to teach you today a breath style called bunny breath. So you know bunnies have a really keen sense of smell because there are a lot of predators are looking to eat them. So they've got those big ears and a very good sense of smell so that they can sense when something of danger is close to them. So in bunny breath, you're going to take 2 quick, short inhales in through your nose like this, and then you're going to blow that breath out your mouth slowly until you feel empty. So that's 2 quick short breaths in and a long, slow, smooth exhale through the mouth. So let's give it a try. So take your hands and rest them on your knees with your palms up. We leave our palms up often in yoga to receive energy. There's a lot of energy that goes in and out our bodies through our hands. So we want to get our spine lifted and tall. So instead of being slumpy like so, we're going to push our sitting bones down into the ground and let our head rise up so you're sitting nice and long. And then just take a moment to get comfortable in the position. And let's take 3 bunny breaths together now. Ready? Here we go. Breathing in. Slowly blow it out. Again, breathe in. Blow it out. You really want to feel yourself relaxing on that exhale. Last one. Good. And then just let yourself sit quietly for a moment. Notice how that makes you feel. When you begin to pay attention to your breath, you'll notice that if you take a focused breath, it can really change the way you're feeling. So if you're angry or excited or sleepy or drowsy, whatever you're experiencing, if you bring some focused attention to your breath, you'll find that you'll get a pretty immediate change. And hopefully you'll feel nice and relaxed and calm. So we're going to start standing up today. So I'm going to ask you to bring yourself mindfully up to standing. That means be careful how you're doing it. And come to this standing position, which is called Tadasana, or seated or standing mountain pose. So you want your toes to be pointing straight ahead, kind of like you're wearing a pair of snow skis. So not having your toes turned out to the side or having your toes turned in towards one another, but straight ahead like you're wearing a set of snow skis. And we're going to take a couple of nice deep standing breaths here. So bring your hands to prayer position, put them right over your heart. And when you inhale, sweep your arms out to the side like this and bring them up over your head. And when you breathe out, just drop your hands right back down. Let's do that with bunny breath. So take 2 sniffs in as your arms go up. Blow it out. Again, breathing in, blowing out. Now sweep your arms out and reach way up. And when your fingers get way up high, I'm going to step back a little bit so you can see my fingers stretching upward. I'm going to relax the shoulders down. We're going to do a nice side body stretch called Tadasana. So that means half moon pose. So I'm going to hook my thumbs together, and for a minute I'm going to go way up on my tiptoes and lift my heels, try to balance here for a minute, and stretch and get real tall. Now I'm going to lower my heels and head right on over to one side. And I can feel one side of my rib cage contracting and the other side opening. It feels good. Now I'm going to inhale to come up and exhale over to the other side. Sometimes they call this bamboo. So imagine as you breathe in that you're a tall bamboo reed. And the wind is gently taking you from side to side. Breathing in when you come up, breathing out when you go over. Let's do it one more time to each side. Inhale and exhale. Last one, breathing in and out. Perfect. Come on back. Float your arms down. And just take an easy forward bend. See if you can reach down and touch your toes without bending your knees. If you have to bend your knees, go ahead and let yourself do that until your hands touch the floor. But if you don't need to bend your knees, keep them straight. And take a breath here. I would like you to drop your head, just like I did, and look back between your legs. And let your head dangle, and your shoulders. And now bend your knees and roll yourself up. We can put all that together in one smooth movement that looks like this. I'm going to breathe in and take my arms up. Breathe out, reaching for my toes. Bend my knees and roll back up again. That feels really nice. Let's do it again. Breathing in. Reaching forward. Trying to reach for your toes. Remember, you can bend your knees if you need to. And now bend and roll up. Okay, good job. So this is a fun exercise we're going to do now. It's called flapping wings. So imagine, pretend you're a great big bird. Huge wings reaching out to the side. This exercise is designed to warm up the front of our chest and actually the little bag that our heart goes in. So we're looking to expand our chest and take our arms way back. And then we'll be bringing our arms to the front, dropping our head and looking down and giving a little push on the front of your heart, and you'll feel your back open. So let's start by making sure your feet are in that parallel position, toes straight ahead. Go ahead and pull your tummy in a little bit. And imagine you're like a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a heavy tail that's pulling the back of your spine down. Reach out through your fingers and take a nice deep breath here. Hold that tummy in, but when you exhale, bring your arms together, drop your head, look down at your feet, and push your heart back towards your spine. You'll feel your back body open. Now inhale, open the front part of your body, and take your arms back and look up at the ceiling. You'll feel your front body open and your back body constricting. Let's go back and forth. Blow out, open your back. Breathe in, open your front. Breathe out, open your back. Breathe in, open your front. Breathe out, open your back. And now just drop your arms to your side. Pressing your feet down into the floor like you're caressing the earth. Push your big toes down, your little toes down. The inside of your heel, the outside of your heel. Get your legs nice and strong. Pull that navel backwards towards your spine, and now relax your shoulders. Let's loosen up our shoulders a little bit here. So starting on your right side, you're going to roll your right shoulder back, and then your elbow back, and then your whole arm back, and drop it to the side. Let's Let's do that on the other side. Remember to hold on firm in your tummy. Shoulder back, elbow roll, whole arm roll. Let's do that again on each side. Shoulder, elbow, whole arm, shoulder, elbow, whole arm. And now just inhale up again. See if it's not a little bit easier this time to reach down and touch your toes. You should be getting a little bit looser. Bend your knees when you roll up. Okay, I'm going to come back to my mat here now. And we're going to do a side stretch called warrior pose. So you're going to step your feet way far apart. This is called warrior 2. So you want your toes to be pointing straight ahead, and you want to be careful that your feet are not rolling out towards the pinky toe side. Likewise, you don't want them to roll in towards the big toe side. What you want to do is press all your toes and heels into the floor. And now we're going to take our right leg and we're going to rotate it out and point the toes to the other side. I'm going to creep them out a little bit, and I'm going to bend that knee keep this other leg straight. Now what's going to want to happen here is that my hips are going to want to follow that leg that's bending. So I'm going to keep my hips right to the front. I like to imagine that these are my car headlights. So I don't want my car headlights to point over there, which is what my body kind of wants to do. I want my car headlights to point right to the front. Get that? Make sure that your ankle is right underneath your knee. And now we're going to take our arms out to the side and reach out our fingers like swords, sinking a little bit deeper. And now we're going to turn our head and look out over that bent knee. And guess what we're going to do when we get here? You're right, 3 bunny breaths. Ready? Here we go. I really feel my legs working strong. Okay, I'm going to raise that bent knee back up now. I'm going to keep reaching my arms out. And we're going to go into a pose called Tadasana, or triangle pose. So I'm going to release this hip here and lengthen this side of my body as I reach out, reach. And now I'm going to float my arm down and see if I can slide it down to the top of my foot, or maybe to my hand on the floor. I like my hand on the top of my foot. And then I'm going to stack my arms up so that one arm is right above the other arm. Now I'm going to lengthen my neck and reach out my tailbone here. And I'm going to turn my head and look up at my upstretched arm. This is called triangle pose or Tadasana. Let's take some bunny breaths here. One more. Usually we take 3 to 5 breaths in each yoga pose. Now I'm going to bring myself back up to standing. Sometimes people feel a little stuck here. So it's okay to bend that knee and help yourself. Come on back up. Now I'm going to turn my toes back to the front. And we'll do all of that on the other side. But first, let's take a break and stretch right over the middle. So let's inhale our arms forward. When you exhale, reach your arms way back behind you and place your fingers together. And then straighten your elbows and open your chest. And now we're going to imagine that there's a rope right here. And I'm going to fold right over that rope. So I'm going to reach my tailbone out. I'm going to go all the way forward. My arms are going to go up. Now, if you're really flexible or you have a wide stance, you might be able to put your head on the floor. If you're not able to do that, just go where you can go. And just stay there for a minute. Push your big toes into the floor and your pinky toes. If you're really feeling the stretch on your legs, go ahead and let your hands find the floor and take a little bit of that weight in your hands. now we're going to bend our knees and roll ourselves back up. You guys are doing great. And we're going to do all of that on the other side. So now I'm going to rotate my left foot out. Find my headlights. Reach my warrior swords out to the side. Send laser beams of energy out your fingertips. And I'm going to bend that left knee. Keeping my knee right over my ankle. And now I'm going to turn my head and look out over that bent knee and take 3 more bunny breaths. I notice that my breaths are getting longer as I get more relaxed and my body opens more. Bring your head back to center. Straighten that knee. Release your right hip. Reach out, reach out, reach out. Float the arm down. Find the top of your foot or the floor. Make your arms look like a letter T if you can. So you're stacked, your arms are stacked. And now I'm going to turn my head on the back. Get my bunny breaths. Great job. So this is going to make your legs nice and strong. Bend your knee, help yourself come up. Turn your toes back to the front. And this time, when you take your forward bend, slide your hands down your legs. Let your tail reach out behind. And slide your hands down and then just drop your head. Maybe your head will hit the floor, maybe not. That's not the important part. Just let it go. And then bend your knees and roll up. Take your arms back out to the side. And now we're going to come back to center, back to that standing mountain pose. I'm going to bend my knees and jump myself back to center. And when I get back to Tadasana, I'm just going to take a moment here to close my eyes and think about how I feel after doing those exercises. And however you feel, that's okay. Maybe it made you tired. Maybe it made you energized. Maybe it felt great. Maybe it felt difficult. It's all okay. So you want to use that moment for a mindful reflection and just notice, how did that make me feel? Because your yoga practice is yours. So you don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. Just notice how you feel. Okay, I'm going to turn myself sideways now. We're going to do one of my favorite poses that I bet you all know already. It's called downward facing dog. So I'm going to turn sideways and go down to my hands and knees. Spreading my fingers out really wide on the ground, and making sure my hands are right under my shoulders. I'm slightly going to turn my fingertips to the outer edges of my mat and rotate my elbows forward a little bit. Now, check out my spine. If I'm not using my stomach muscles, my core muscles, then my belly will drop towards the floor and I'll get this big curve in my lower back and my lumbar spine. And we want to do that sometimes when we're in cow pose. Likewise, I can make my spine go the other way if I'm doing cat pose and make that roundedness on the back. So let's warm our spine up by doing a couple of those. Let's inhale and go to cow pose. Drop your belly, let your tailbone rise up. Breathe in. Breathe out now. And round your shoulders up. Push your heart back towards your spine. Make a couple more passes. Breathing in when you go to cow. Breathing out when you go to cow. One more time. And now, find a neutral back or a flat back. That means you want to pull your tummy in. navel towards spine, navel to belly button. Right, so you want a supported spine before we go into downward facing dog. Now I'm going to curl my toes under. This is the way I like to go into it. The first thing I do is just lift my knees up and pretend like I'm a runner getting ready to sprint. Now I'm way up on my tiptoes, and if I lift my heels, I get a great little stretch in my toes. Now I'm going to lift my hips up, straighten my knees, and reach my tail up to the sky, dropping my head to look back between my feet. Now I'm going to lower my heels, but keep my tail reaching up. Maybe your heels will lower to the floor. Maybe they won't quite make it, and that's all okay. Look back between your feet and take 3 bunny breaths. Ready? Here we go. One more. Great job. Now to rest from this position, we're going to drop your knees to the floor. Release those toes. Let your hips go back and find your heels. Keep your arms out in front. And now you're going to drop your head and let it rest on the floor. This pose is called Balasana, or child's pose. Stay there. I'm turning my head so I can talk to you. But when you're in Balasana, or child's pose, you should feel a nice opening on your whole back part of your body. So you want to take some nice, deep, slow breaths here. It's not the best position for bunny breath, but you can try just taking in a long, slow inhale, and then blow it out. And this is another opportunity to go inside. You might even want to close your eyes and see, how do I feel? Is this feeling good to me? Is this being hard? Does something hurt? If something hurts you, make sure you tell your yoga instructor. Tell me next time you see me. So we can find a way to make sure that you're doing it properly and you don't hurt your body. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up into downward facing dog. And I'm going to raise one leg up, and that's called 3-legged dog. Then I'm going to bring that leg down and take the other one up, and bring it back down, and then I'm going to rest by coming back here to child's pose. So spread those fingers out again. Go up to hands and knees. Curl your toes under, find your down dog again. Lift your knees up, lift your tail up, go way up. Press your heels. Let them just fall towards the floor, pressing your hands into the floor. Now I'm going to take my right leg, and I'm going to point that toe and lift my leg up towards the ceiling. But I'm going to keep my hip down, so I'm not going to turn and let my hip open. I'm going to lift my leg as high as I can, but point that headlight down to the floor. And I'm going to take a breath here. While I'm here, I'm going to flex my foot and just get a nice little stretch in the back of my leg. When I point my foot, I get a stretch on the front of my leg. Bringing that leg down now. Now I'm going to take my left leg out, pointing my toe, pressing back through my hands, reaching through my toes, flex my foot, stretch the back of my leg, point, flex, lower it back down, and back to child's pose, and relax. Good job. Okay. Now I'm just going to bring myself back to Sukhasana, easy pose. And did you guys know that the best thing you can do for your spine every day is to move it through 6 basic directions? That means bending forward, bending backward, bending to one side, the other side, and then gently twisting one way and twisting the other way. You can do that standing up, you can do that sitting down. We're going to do that sitting down right now. So let us take a forward bending stretch. So let's reach our arms up on an inhale. When you exhale, bring your hands down the center line of your body and then let yourself fall forward. And then roll yourself back up. And let's do that again. Breathing in, sweeping your arms out, breathing out. Take a forward stretch. Just as far as you can go. Maybe it hurts you to go really farther than this, so just go where it feels nice. Maybe you can go all the way down. Maybe that doesn't feel right to you. So you're looking for the place where your body feels comfortably challenged, but not in pain. One last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fall forward. So let's stop and think about what we've done already. Have we moved our spine in the forward bending position? We just did. And we also did that when we were standing up. So we've gone forward. Remember when we did Chandrasana, or the bamboo pose? We stretched our side. And we also stretched our side in warrior pose. Have we twisted our spine yet? No. And have we gone backwards yet? No. So let's do a little twist right now. So let's take the foot, whichever foot you have in front, lift it up and cross it over the other knee. And then notice that that brings this hip up off the floor. If you push this foot forward a little bit, you want to get your whole bottom on the floor. Pull your tummy back, navel towards spine. Now I'm going to wrap my opposite hand to leg, swing the other one behind. I'm going to sit up real straight and tall and turn my head and look back over my shoulder. And you guessed it, take 3 bunny breaths. Relaxing on those exhales. One more. Good job. So now we've twisted sideways on that side. So let's put that foot back in front again so we don't get mixed up on which side we're on. And then take that other foot and bring it to the front. And we'll do everything we did now, stretching and opening this other hip. So starting with our forward bend again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fall forward. Come on back up. Breathing in and resting. 2 more times. You can probably hear me breathing. And that's good. You want to bring your attention to your breath when you're doing yoga. So you can listen to what your breath is doing. And as you learn to control your breath, you get more control over your energy and your whole body. Okay, now we've got the other foot in front, so let's lift it up and cross it over. Moving the foot so we can drop both hips to the floor. Sit up straight and tall. Wrap the opposite arm to bent leg. Take the other one behind you. Turn and look behind, taking 3 bunny breaths. Good job. And back to Sukhasana. So now let's recap what we've done. Have we bent forward? Yes. Have we bent backwards? No. Have we gone side to side? We have. Have we done twist? Twist? We have. So the only direction we have not visited is backward bending. Let's do that now. So I'm going to turn myself sideways and extend my legs. And we're going to do a fun backward bending stretch called tabletop. So I'm going to take my hands behind me with my fingers pointing to my toes. And I'm going to bend both my knees and put a little space between my feet. When I breathe in, I'm going to lift my belly up and squeeze my buttocks a little bit. and try to make myself look like a table. I can look straight up at the ceiling, or if I want, I can drop my head and look behind me. So I'm really working my buttocks, pressing my toes down into the floor. And now I'm going to lower myself down, straighten my legs, and slide my fingertips towards my toes and then drop my head. I'm going to do that without stopping. Inhale, go up to tabletop. Exhale, lower yourself down and slide your fingers towards the front of your mat. Here we go again. Inhale up. Here's our backward bending pose. Exhale down. Last one, everybody. Breathing in. And out. Okay. Let's do one last backward bending pose today. And this is called fish pose. So I'm going to scooch myself down until I can lie on the back with my head on the floor. And now I'm going to lift my hips up off the floor and slide my whole arm and roll my shoulder under till my hands are flat on the floor and right together underneath. I'm going to lie down on the top of my hands, zip my legs together so my feet are touching, and slide my legs out long and point my toes. Now my chest is really open. I'm going to push my elbows and my hands down into the floor, lift my heart, and put the top of my head on the floor. And take 3 belly breaths. When I want to come down, I'm just going to slide my head back, take my arms out, turn my palms up, and just rest for a minute. When I'm resting, I'm going to let my breath do whatever it wants. I'm not going to make it do bunny breath or any other special breathing technique. Just relax. Let your body get real heavy. Let your muscles get soft. Let your eyes close. Just listen. I'm going to roll myself up now, and I want to show you a really great way to roll up that'll keep your back nice and healthy. So what I don't want to do is come right up over the top like this. It doesn't feel good at all. And when I've relaxed and stretched and strengthened my body, it tries to align itself back up again and find balance. So here's a safer, better way to get yourself back up. So I'm going to bend my knees, roll myself over onto one side, and push down into the floor with my hands. That felt a lot better. Coming back to Sukhasana. Okay, I'm going to get with time because we are about finished today. So what I'd like you to do is come back to Sukhasana, easy pose. Bring your hands together in prayer position. In yoga, this is called Anjali Mudra. And I'd like to share with you a little bit about what it means. So the right side of our body is our solar side, the energetic, like the sun side. The left side of our body is the lunar, or the moon side, that's softer and receptive. When you bring your solar energy and your lunar energy together, you are connected. And if you place your hands right over your center of this bony part of your chest, just take a nice deep breath here. Let it go. We're going to do that a couple more times. by saying namaste. Namaste is a word that means we see the light in one another. We see the natural goodness that's there in all of us. So with a little bow, I see the goodness in you. Namaste, everybody. And I hope to see you again in Kids Yoga. Here I am again.